So I contacted the CDC directly regarding the state mandated mask requirement, and it states that children under 2 are not required, they're excluded. And I really wanted to find out the reason why, because from what I'm understanding, this virus is contagious, it can be catastrophic, yet we're excluding our children under 2 for wearing masks. And the question I posed to the CDC, which could not answer the question for me, was that even if our children under 2 are immune or asymptomatic carriers, wouldn't that pose a risk to the household by exposing anyone and everyone that child comes in contact with?
Let me see. Give me one moment, okay, ma'am? Let me see what the guiding lines say.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, so what it says is, should I use a face covering or a mask project against COVID-19? Who is required to wear a mask? Who does not have to wear a mask is exempt for wearing a mask, okay? So it's a public health official now require California to wear a mask or a face cloth covering in most settings outside the home. Sorry. And workers in certain industry are required to wear a mask or a respirator while on the job. This guiding applies to all individuals in California. This includes residents and visitors unless exempt by the state guidelines from specific public setting, for example, school or child care center, unless directed otherwise by an employee of or by your health care provider. So they say that this scientific evidence of success that use of a face covering by public during a pandemic could help reduce disease transmission. Their primary role is to release of infectious particles into the air when someone speaks, cough, sneeze, include someone who has COVID-19 but feel well. A cloth face covering are not a substitute for physical distance, washing hands, and staying home when ill, but they may be helpful when combined with these primary inventions. Would you like more information about the wear the face covering, ma'am?
No, I don't, because I've actually spoke with the CDC at the actual level of the CDC, not the state level, and they did confirm that children under 2 and people with health conditions are not mandated to wear the mask. And their reasoning is that children cannot remove the mask to breathe. Correct?
Correct, ma'am.
Okay,
that's exactly what you say. So people who are exempt from wearing a face mask.
So my question to you, and it was the same question that I posed to the CDC, and now I'm posing it to the state level, is if the virus is contagious and can be catastrophic as claimed, we have all these deaths, we have all these infections, how can we exclude children under 2? And if they are asymptomatic carriers, let's say they're immune, that they will not succumb to this virus, wouldn't they be hosts that are carrying the virus that can bring it into your home and to anyone they come into contact with, thus infecting the entire home and any person that is around them that's not wearing protective masks, which people do not do while they're in their home?
Okay, so let me see what I say.
Yeah, the CDC they couldn't answer it. They escalated it, in fact.
Because, children under age 2, they might get suffocated when they have a mask on them. They can't unable to breathe. That's why they exempt the children under the age of 2 and older need to wear it. That's why.
So we expose our kids to a catastrophic virus because they can't remove their masks? Is that logical? Because I can tell you that if I had a 2-year-old,
It's up to you, ma'am. It's just a way it's saying we are protecting to the public. But is it you want your children to wear a mask? It'd be okay. It's not that we ask you not to let the children under the age of 2 to wear it. But the only thing is the circumstance is that when they wear a mask, it's hard for them to breathe.
but wouldn't it be hard for them to breathe if they were dead? If they contracted the virus because it's not mandated? Wouldn't it be hard for them to breathe? And also hard for the people that they come into contact with if they are asymptomatic? It doesn't make sense. It's not logical. And I know that you're just reading off your guidelines, but I mean, I need an answer. I've spent thousands of dollars purchasing masks, hand sanitizer, and gloves, and I shipped it around the U.S. to everybody so that it would be available to them. But I have to question why we are exempting children under 2, because they're made of the same DNA as you and I.
Yeah, so I don't have the answer at this moment, ma'am. By the guideline of the DPH, the California Department of Health, local health departments say that under the age of 2 shouldn't wear it.
Gotcha.
But even the CDC guideline, the same thing.
I know. I just talked to
CDC guideline.
I just spoke with the CDC, and they said, we don't even have an answer to that. We'll escalate it and try to get an answer for you. You can try calling your state, your health department, which I'm doing right now, and I'm on the phone with you, to see if I can get an answer from you. Because I think that we need clarification. If this virus is contagious and we are all not immune to it, then our children are just in danger as we are, if not worse, because they can affect the entire household. And it just doesn't make sense. It's kind of like sacrifice the kids, Don't worry, they don't have to wear a mask. We can sacrifice them, but we'll save ourselves by wearing a mask. It doesn't make sense. Anyway, thank you so much. CDC has actually escalated it, and I'm waiting to get a call back from them and an email. And I just wanted to confirm with you, as they recommended me do, is contact the state level. And that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, well, thank you for that, ma'am. Right now, we don't have no answer at this moment. But if you would like, you can keep, track of it at our website, ma'am. It's the COVID19.ca.gov for, any update or any new coming up. So we will give you an answer as soon as we find out what to do when children under the age of 2 need to wear a mask or they don't need to wear a mask.
Okay, thank you so much for your kindness and patience.
You're welcome, ma'am, and thank you for calling COVID-19 information line and let us know about that, regarding that, and we will get you updated. Okay, ma'am.
Perfect.
Just please be advised, ma'am. Just if you choose early participate in our cost effective survey, if you can pay monetary after hang up. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
You
ma'am.
too.